All right, good evening, everybody. All right, now breaking news in the Delphi case. Supposedly, they're interested in Anthony Shots, and something just ain't adding up. This guy's 250, 300 pounds. You know, ain't adding up. Uh, I always said that there's probably more than one person that was involved in that case. So, what are we going by now? That the whole time the police knew that it was that guy and never released it and caused mass chaos within social media in Indiana? It's possible. The Delphi cases happened in February 13th of 2017 and February 25th of 2017. Anthony Shots was uh, issued a warrant and picked up, but released. Now, this guy did admit that it was a fake account that he used for 6 months to lure or look at young girls on social media and whatever and take photos of them or whatever. But here's the thing. In that case that I heard today was that he admits he opened up the case or opened up the account and it was a fake account. And he does admit that he talked to young girls through that account, but never met any of the girls. He only had them send photos or whatever through that account. So here's what I'm saying. If he's admitted to the police, took a polygraph test, and they said it wasn't him, and he did admit that he used that account to talk to young girls, but yet he admitted he had nothing to do with the Delphi case and he never met any of the girls in person. He tried to, but never actually followed through on it and went and met women. He supposedly had people send, or these young girls send photos to him through that fake account. So something ain't adding up there. If he's never met any of these girls, never met up with them, and only used the account to transfer nude photos of young girls or whatever, we still have a killer on the loose. Because if he's never met any of these girls in person and only used the account to have photos transferred to him, well, who showed up and killed the girls? And I don't see no 200 or 300 pound guy. Well, back then he was probably a kid, 20 years old, climbing up a giant steep hill that certain people said that's the way he used to get out of there. Well, I don't know. Something ain't right about this. Now, you know what Indiana State Police just released? We are not saying Anthony Shots or anyone else is the killer or something like that of the Delphi girls. Well, he is or is not. What they're saying is they're not saying that anybody has any thing to do with the Delphi case, but they're saying also in the same breath, that they might. Look, good God. These people are nuts. It ain't adding up. If the guy took a polygraph test and he said he didn't kill the girls and admitted to opening the fake account of Anthony Shots and said he never met any of these girls personally, only use the fake account to talk to him and send photos. We still have a killer running around. And, if that's the case, the police have known since 2017 who the guy was, but never released any information on it. And who's to say he didn't kill again? But I'm believing what the guy said. It was just probably a fake account. Most of these child predators like that, uh, all they want is a photo. You know, it's like the Def Leppard song. All they want is a photo or whatever it is. Usually they don't try and hook up with young girls, especially in 2021 with all the stings going on and everything. Now, we're not talking 25-year-old girls or whatever, ladies. We're talking young 15, 16, 17, underage girls. So it ain't adding up. The story that they're putting out, they're saying, we got the guy. We got him. This is the guy. Well, that's funny because they're saying that they knew who he was and they don't think he's responsible for the two girls' death. So that means we still have somebody out there running around or trying to brainwash people into thinking something else. Does he look like Bridge Guy? Somewhat. We have to find photos of him in 2017 to see what he looked like. Was he a fat kid back then in 2017? Was he always 200 pounds or 250 or 300? It ain't adding up for someone to, within 5 years, put on tons and tons of weight. We don't know. But why did the police play games with the citizens? I have no idea. If they picked them up in February 25th of 2017 and the girls were killed on the 13th of February 2017 and they issued a warrant for that guy and picked them up, but yet released them, suppose there's a video out there saying he took a lie detector test or whatever and passed it. He had nothing to do with the girls' deaths. I don't know if that's true. I have no idea. But I can tell you this, something ain't adding up. I think these people are reaching for anything. That's what I think. If it was him, they had DNA from what the police were saying. We got DNA. And I've seen videos out there, people, that we have DNA. Well, if you knew who the guy was in 2017, you had his DNA. He's been arrested before for things. So it's not the guy, because what did the police say? Well, this guy, it's like he's got no record. But yet Anthony Schatz has been picked up numerous times for child pornography or whatever it is, or underage girls or whatever. So I'm saying probably, something ain't adding up. Maybe the DNA ain't the same. Maybe they tried to pin it on him, but the evidence just ain't there. Maybe we are dealing with a cover up down there and they're trying to pin it on anyone they can to solve a case, not to look bad, but it ain't working. A lot of people just ain't buying these stories. I'm not buying it. I know that much. So what do we do? Well, nothing. Nothing you can do. I've been on like 7 or 8 crime channels today. Just going to town. And I've had enough of it. And I've had enough of this town. Boys, you got to leave this town before it's too late. Too late. Too late. Too late to take a chance. And I'll tell you what, I think these people probably involved in the Delphi and the other cases and the girls and the drugs, around here probably live around here and their family members do. That's why certain people, around here are getting so much trouble is they just want to, oh, my kid, that he belongs to a church. He's a good kid. Don't go against God. God don't want him punished for killing them two girls. That's what we're dealing with. Uh, and it's no wonder these people are going after the churches and after religion and stuff. Uh, no one is above the law, not even Jesus. Jesus was held accountable by the law of the Romans and crucified. So nobody is above the law, and these people will let God handle it. Well, I wish we could, but if we do that, we're going to have killers walking away free. So, no, I'm not buying it. This guy's 250 to 300 pounds. I don't see him walking down the bridge or going down them hills. And if the guy was that big, I think the girls would have ran. I'm tired of it. They're demons, they're witches, they're whatever it is. These people are nutsos. So we're not buying it. Like I said, they can keep putting out, we solved the case. You can keep putting out all the videos you people want, all you fake social media news people, all the fake cops. You can keep putting out all the videos you want saying you got the guy. But we're still investigating the case because that's our job as citizens. We just don't trust you people no more. We just don't trust you people no more. And that means we got to take things into our own hands and do our own investigations and arrest these people by ourselves. If we have to, we'll take them out into a trailer in the woods and we'll keep these people locked up there. And we'll let the authorities know, hey, we got these people and we're not releasing them until you show us proof that they ain't involved in the case. I've seen that done before. They call them vigilantes. And that's pretty much what it's coming down to. If you ask me, you're just going to see a bunch of dudes come together and they're just going to start locking these dudes up. No one will know where they're at. They'll call the authorities and let them know where they're at. They'll tell you, we have the guy, we're not releasing him until you show us proof. So, that's pretty much what I think is going to be happening pretty soon because people are just tired of this madness, witchery, sorcery, kidnapping, church cult, whatever you want to call it, child molesting ring or whatever. They keep sending these demons to us in spirits, and these people keep dying, and they can't figure out why are you doing it. Don't send that evil crap to me. Don't send them spirits, them demons, whatever you think you call your Jesus. Don't send it to me because I'm gonna get upset and say this ain't my sickness, these ain't my demons. And this ain't my sin, and I ain't paying for it. As Jesus was punished by law and crucified, there is nobody above the law. That's the truth. Jesus was held by law and crucified by the laws that they had back then in them days. People want to call me a sinner, a blasphemer. No, it's a fact. That's the fact, Jack. So, whatever they want to do is fine with me, but we're done playing games with these people and the authorities. And I think other police departments in other states are coming in and saying, yeah, we want to get to the bottom of these idiots. And they are idiots, stone cold idiots. Stone cold idiots. They want to play games. They want to use tactics, war tactics to drive people nuts. They're doing a great job. The proof is in the pudding. They are killing these girls and people across this country. And the government thinks it's funny. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, well, police are being killed too. FBI agents across the board, they're killing everybody. Uh, it's no joke. I wish it was. I wish it was a bad movie, but it's no movie. It's real. And it's going to keep going that way until they get a government that is comparable of handling the situation. If not, it's nothing to take a semi and roll over 50 motorcycles as they're coming down the road. That's a proven fact. They have already done that. I mean, one pickup truck took out 7 Harley guys. So it's no big thing. This war has been going on. It's how far are they going to take it is what we're wondering. How far is Indiana going to, how nuts are these YouTubers going to get? What do we need? What weaponry do we need? What chemicals, what technology do we need to take these people out? What? What do we got to do? Because we're sick of it. Every day it's somebody new on these YouTube channels. Well, we got the guy. This is the guy that, yeah, okay. Did the state police come out and say he was the guy? Because now the state police just released, we don't believe we have evidence that any of these people mentioned in the cases are innocent or guilty. Well, what does that mean? Well, we don't know if they're innocent or guilty. Okay. Well, what'd you question these people for if they weren't a suspect in the cases? So we're getting pretty much tired of this bull crap and this bull crap social media and fake media. And this is what Trump and the politicians were talking about. We got to take these guys out. Their media, it's our right. No, it's not your right to manipulate and brainwash society. You lost that right when you started using Nazi tactics against United States citizens. This is what they did back when Hitler was running the show in Germany. So, no, it has nothing to do with race, or anything. It has everything to do with you people are nuts. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Crazy. All wrapped up in witchery, sex, money. You'll sell your souls for $1 and you'll kill your own children because it says in the Bible. I mean, it's unbelievable. That's what the one chick did. She killed her own kid. They asked her why. It said in the Bible to kill the kid because it was rebellion against me. So she killed the kid. She killed him. Or killed her. They live by the Bible. What another great mess this politics and religion got these people into. Innocent children killed. So this is what I'm saying. We're fed up with it. Like I said, I watched 3 videos today, and now they're all saying, well, this is the guy's got, yeah. Well, that's funny because the Indiana Sheriff's Department just released something that stated the people that are involved in the case or mentioned in the case are either guilty or innocent to them. Well, what does that say, Indiana State Police? Are you people the problem? Do we need to come in and evaluate our police departments? Because you people can't determine whether these people are involved in it or not. What happened to the DNA that you people said you had? Well, I found out that the DNA was collected from Delphi. But guess what, boys? It wasn't collected at Delphi Bridge. It was collected at someone else's house. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you when the phone was pinging all over town and the girls were supposedly already dead? I don't know. This is what happens when you have a police department play games with people they shouldn't be playing games with. And it is a power trip, but it's a power trip to the police, not us citizens. We can give 2 craps. We could turn off YouTube and say, screw yous. Who gives a crap who died? It ain't our business. You know, it's like the Goodfellas movie. The guy gets shot in front of the store, and the guy comes running out to wrap up the guy's hand with towels. And then the short Italian guy said, "What's wrong with you? It's none of our business. Don't be wasting our towels on them people. Get back into the store and turn the other cheek. It's none of your business." And that's what we could be doing. It's not a power trip to us civilians. It's a power trip to the police. And I think they've screwed themselves. They keep saying, you want to know what we know. Well, yeah, because we have children and grandkids. We want to solve the case and find out who the sick prick is. Well, one day you will know. Well, no, not really, because we're pretty much sick of this case and we're about ready to say, screw it. We don't care. And whoever you do pick up, you better have 100% DNA that it's that guy. It better be real DNA, not planted, not any evidence, or we're throwing the case out the door and that guy's going to walk free. Well, we're pretty much sick of it. It ain't no, but civilians, we don't care anymore. We got the guy. Who gives a shit? You wasted 5 years of people's lives, every single buddy that these videos, these YouTubers made, that it's this guy, it's that guy, this guy's name's been brought up, this guy. They let go on for so long. No one believes them. We don't care who it is. If it didn't happen to one of ours, we don't care. Why? Because we're fed up with it. It's sad. Don't get me wrong. My heart bleeds for these kids. But you sick people, go out there and you worship the area where they lost their lives. You people got serious problems. And if I was running the show, I'd say these people, we're dealing with a bunch of Zodiac people, copycat killers, or whatever you want to call them. We don't give a crap no more. It's ruined our lives. And they're not even our kids. Abby and Livy ain't even my kid. Ain't even related to me. But yet, because I got grandkids now, and I'm sober and clean, and I got children, you worry about it. We got friends with kids. We want to know who it is and get them off the streets. And the police want to turn around and this is a power trip with you. You want to know what we know. I don't want to know anything you idiots know. And as far as we're concerned, you could put Ronald McDonald in there, and we are going to acquit him and kick this case out of the court because you people played so many mind games with some guys you shouldn't have played mind games with, and they are just making a laughing stock out of the southern part of Indiana, and they're just wiping people clean. They're just wiping them out. They're done playing games with it's this guy, it's that guy. We don't give a crap. How's that? It ain't no power struggle with us. It was a bunch of civilians that actually cared because now we have kids. We're sober. We're clean. And we got grandkids. And that was the only reason. It was no power trip. The only power trip it is with the police. This is the only case where the police are suspects. Where people actually called in and said, that is a sheriff that is walking down the bridge. Do you people understand? It ain't no power trip with us, Indiana Sheriff's Department, state police. It ain't no power trip with us because we don't give a crap. Pretty soon you're going to see civilians just say, hey, you get paid to do a job, do your jobs. Or take the uniform and the badge off and turn your weapon in and look for a different job. Why did the civilians got to solve cases that these people make $50,000 to $70,000 a year? It ain't our business. Oh, hello, miss. Beautiful Bella. I didn't know you were in the chat. My apologies if I upset you at all. If you're still in the chat, you probably left because I was going on one of my rants. It was wrong, but I'm tired of these people. Now all we're going to see on YouTube for the next, how long, until they get the next guy, suspect up there, is this is the guy, Anthony Shots. Well, they caught that guy in 2017. Let's see, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 12 days after the girls were killed in Delphi. They went to Anthony Shots' house and picked him up or questioned him and took all of his phones and whatever. So, 5 years it took them to say this might be the guy, but everyone today put out videos, Anthony Shots, this is the guy. But yet I just seen a video that was released an hour ago in Indiana State Police said, none of these people that have been mentioned in the case, we can't say if they are innocent or guilty. Gee. Thanks. That's breaking news. No, it ain't. It ain't nothing new because a year to 2 years ago, some of us YouTubers were already collaborating and saying, is it possible they were lured there, meaning catched or whatever? And people were telling us impossible. It's just impossible. They had the cell phone, they had everything. Well, sure, but now the police are saying there was a fake account 5 years later on the account where, it was for the money. They led people on a wrong goose chase so certain people can collect the reward, $350,000. That's why. Had nothing to do with a power trip. They didn't want to give the money out. The case was solved a while ago. I told you guys, I think we have a couple of them already in prison, locked up, that were involved in it. But we are looking for more because that's exactly what the police sheriff's department said. There was numerous people involved. So we're pretty much done with it. We don't give a crap who it is anymore. Pretty much this case will go cold. We don't even believe they can come out today and say this is a guy that, yeah. Where's the proof? You got a guy that already supposedly took a lie detector test and admitted to that account. He opened it. He admitted that he used it for 6 months, but never met any of the girls, only used the account to have photos transferred to him or whatever. Yeah, he had a bunch of burner phones and everything else, but burner phones don't add up to him being bridge guy. And within 5 years, the guy must have put on 150 to 200 pounds. So, if they don't have a picture of him from 2017, it ain't the guy. That guy, Anthony Shots, looks more like our bug guy that comes around here and sprays and everybody was dying and everything. We ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. I want proof, cold proof. I want to listen to that. I want to listen to Steve Shots' voice, and then I want to hear the Delphi voice again, because the voice I'm hearing, one of them sounds to me like Chadwell. And I said that, and people were saying, you're crazy. It's not Chadwell. Well, you lied. It was Chadwell on the recording. And that's what I believe, that it is Brian Chadwell on that recording, if it wasn't doctored up. If it wasn't doctored up. Meaning edited. Made to make it sound like it was somebody else. The police said they had DNA. Where's it at? They got both of these guys in custody. and are able to go ahead and get DNA from them. So where's it at? Where's the proof? You got a couple of them already in prison. How many more are we looking for? How many people were on the recording? I listened to the recording again. It's true. You can hear a lady screaming in the background, or it sounds like a young lady screaming in the background. But the voices sound real upfront and clear, like they're right up on the mic. As they're talking, you can hear the girl screaming off in the distance. So what are we dealing with here? We need the evidence. We will subpoena Indiana Police Department to release the information if we got to get a hold of CIA, Homeland Security, FBI, and get the information from them. We might have to do that. We might have to put Indiana State on the hot seat and have them turn over all the evidence that they have. Because, they caught Anthony Shots 12 days after the murders of Delphi. They went to the next county over and I don't know, maybe 50 miles away or whatever from that area and went to his house, served him papers and wanted to talk to him and everything. Looking at girls' young photos or whatever, pornographic photos, sick people. But like I said, talking about it and doing it is two totally different things. So if this guy admits that he never met any of these girls that he got photos from, he just got photos. Well, that's not, getting photos. How did the girls end up dead? If that guy said he was never there, he did not commit the murders, they gave him a lie detector test. If he passed it, and he admitted he opened up the account and was having young girls send him photos, but he never met any of these girls. Well, that tells me that he didn't kill them. Who was at the bridge? Anybody out there listening, is any of that make sense? If it don't, then say it don't make sense. You're not making sense. But I'm going by what I just heard today. I watched a video for 2 hours on that guy. And people, this is the guy. We got him. Today is the day. No, today ain't the day. Because they knew who this guy was in 2017. 12 days after the girls were killed. If they don't have DNA that puts him there and them girls with that guy, they got nothing. That could have been planted DNA. We don't know. I don't see no 250-pound dude crawling up and down them hills and valleys underneath that bridge and crossing the creek in February, high water, 45 degrees, but there was a wind. So it wasn't actually 45 degrees or almost 50. It was probably more 35, low 30s. And at anywhere between 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock, well, it's getting even colder because the sun's going down. So, and then you got a frost. It was real cold that night, So if the girls crossed the river, they still would have been soaking wet the next morning when they were found. It ain't adding up. There was people looking for the girls within hours of them missing. They were out there looking for the girls. They searched that whole area and found nothing. The next morning, they went back, and there were the girls. They found the girls over there by the by the cemetery. So something ain't adding up. You know, were the girls' clothes wet? Did their bodies show they were soaking wet when they died? You know, the skin would have been wrinkly from them crossing the water. Their shoes would have been wet. Their socks would have been wet. Their feet would have had wrinkle marks in it. Good God, you get in a bathtub for over 10 minutes or whatever and get out, and your hands and feet look like prunes. So we're not buying this whole crap. We just ain't buying it. We want proof. We want evidence released. Or we might have to subpoena the Indiana Police Department to release the information they have on the case. Does that make any sense to you people? Anybody? I got a headache over all this crap today. People coming here. I was feeling great. And that's the thing. I was feeling good. I started doing another video on the Delphi case, and here came all the people. Just a banging, a knocking, phone ringing off the hook. A demon, a witch, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But does any of that make sense to you people? We might have to bring Indiana State Police on charges of tampering with evidence in a case or whatever. I don't know. Subpoena them to court to release all the information. Maybe the FBI, if a couple people make the right calls, maybe the FBI will come in and say, "You boys are done. Give us all the information you got." Which I'm already thinking the FBI has that, because they were already out there real fast. So, you know, I'm not buying it. Anthony Schatz is the guy. It's all over with. Everybody getting all on these videos I watched today. Everybody, this is the guy. I can feel it. It's finally over with. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. And then 2 hours, 3 hours later, Indiana State Police releases, we cannot say any of these people that were mentioned in the case are either innocent or guilty, So what does that tell people? So, yeah. Now, like I said, I live by people that are involved, or the last names, were brought up in that case. They live around here. Did they have anything to do with it? I don't know, but their names were brought up in it. Ever since then, I've been catching all kinds of hell. I had to get my car repainted, boxes of nails thrown out in my out of someone's car as I was passing them into my car, scratches in my car. I had my car repainted after that. And, next thing I know, brand new paint job on it. And, scratches all over my car again. So I'm guessing, yeah, it's starting to all add up. Yeah, little town, but little towns is where all the nuts hang out. Really. So they played games with people that said, hey, we're going to take it all away if they keep monkeying with us. And I said, you do what you want because I'm not a part of it. And they did. And I'm sure there'll be a lot more people coming up missing. And I'm sure there'll be a lot more people dying because this country is incompetent of doing anything in its own country for the people. They'd rather go spend billions and trillions and quadrillions over in another country and go fight wars and keep them safe than their own people, their own country. So, like I said, we're pretty much done with this. Oh, we gotta know who gives a crap. Were them kids related to me? If they were, then it's my business. If they're not, it ain't mine. It ain't a power struggle with the civilians. It's a power struggle with the police. You want to know what we know? No, we don't give a shit no more. One day you will. We don't give a shit if we ever find out. It's like the Kennedys. We don't give a shit. We know something bad happened. That's all we need to know. We don't need to know the details 70 years from now. We don't give a shit. It is the authority that is now going to be punished by their own authority. And that's what the Lord will say to them. Either you punish these people or we will. And we don't want no baby crap, a slap on the hand. We want these people punished. And if they're not punished, thy God Almighty will punish this state and these people. He's punishing in his own church right now. So, yeah, I mean, they're pretty much tired of this crap. I'm tired of it. Every day there's a new suspect, which is fine, but the police need to get on there and say, we got 2 of these guys, we've had them, but we're looking for more. All right. Do you recognize, we'll help you, but not when you're going to turn it into a power struggle thing, because pretty much these people are getting, there's only certain channels that are sticking it out, but the rest of us are going like, you know what? We don't give a crap. These people are playing psychological mind games, Nazi games, whatever you want to call it. The natives are restless, and not my Native Americans, these idiots that are strayed away from the flock, strayed away from the Native American Indians and stuff. And so, I'm not worried about it. By now, by 5 years, it could be anybody they try to set up or plant evidence on. So we're really, a lot of people are just starting to say, we really don't give a crap about the Delphi case anymore. It's sad what happened. Our hearts bleed. They really do. A 13 and 14-year-old girl. It's sad. But with all the mind games, all the videos they've been playing, pretty much a lot of people are just saying, yeah, we really don't give a crap. There's other cases that, are better and people are working together and stuff. So at least that's what I'm getting out of it, So yeah, there was more than one person that committed the crime, that did the killings. How many of them? I don't know. The video or the recording I hear somebody screaming in the background. That could have been the young couple that was reported arguing out there before the murders. But now there's people making videos saying, no, that was debunked. Says who? Says who it was debunked? No, there was no reports of any. That was all made up. Says who? Because we're not believing nothing any of you people say anymore. I hear somebody screaming in the background, whether it's the 2 young girls or a couple fighting, somebody is screaming. Either they're saying, shut your mouth, or it's, oh my God, we don't know. It is sad. I'll tell you that much. It is very sad. But after so long of watching these videos and caring about this crap, and every day these people, they think they're in charge of the case. We've been working this case since the beginning. Who gives a crap? It's obvious you don't know what you people are doing. You can't report. You got to take this video. You got to take that down. Says who? Who do you people think you are to tell the citizens what they can do and what they can't do? I'm not under a contract by any movie corporation right now or any music business. I'm a free agent. I could do whatever I want, say whatever I want. I'm free. Free men is what these people are dealing with, and they don't like it. I don't know what to tell them. They shouldn't have made up all these videos, And then you go and talk to the police. Well, we don't know about that. We don't know. Well, what have you guys been doing for the past 5 years? Haven't you appointed a police group to social media to watch these videos? Who's making these videos? Who's putting them out? Who was who got their hands on the recording and the video bridge guy? How did they get that video from the police? The police, now they're saying the police released it. Okay, who did they release it to? Because they could have went home and doctored that video up and edited it and put it out and said, this is the guy, this is the voice. And the police left clues in their press release. You might already be in this room with us right now. We might have already talked to you, or you might have already interviewed us. That's telling me it's a reporter or an investigator or a cop. I don't know. You people have a good day. That's my opinion on the case. It's turned into a zoo. I can't believe we got to subpoena the state police to turn over all their evidence that they have because they just failed to do a job. You know how many innocent people were wrapped up into this? Poor Sean Harmon. His dad's the killer or whatever. Now everyone's going, his dad ain't the killer. They would have came out and said his dad was the killer. And, I guess there goes his movie deal and his book deal. I don't know. He could still do a book on his life, but Delphi and all that, I don't know. So, like I said, we're looking at people that even live around here in this small little town. And some people have gotten a hold of me and said, you worry about the small little town you live in because something ain't right there. Well, sure, it's not right. I've been screaming it out for 10 years. Bunch of nutsos. So I would say, we don't give a crap. Oh, well, this person, we don't give a crap. It's a war. We didn't create it. Politics, religion did, whatever we didn't create it. It's a war. They do what they're told. These people die, they die. Ain't our problem. It's a war. Keep an eye on your kids, But like I said, we're getting tired of some of these YouTube investigating channels or whatever that are, what they're doing? They're grouping up together, working together. And they think, well, we'll group up, we can get more, whatever. But they ain't doing nothing to the case. They put out a bunch of crap that we already knew years ago. We were already speculating that there was a chance they were lured there, or maybe it was a fake account. But what did they say? Impossible. The police would have came out and said that by now. Well, gee, it's been 5 years. And now it flash bulletin, new news on the case. Sorry, that ain't new news. That's something we already speculated 2 years ago. I think the bottom line is them boys messed up down there with their informants and with their little drug sting that was going on, and they paid the price. And them two little girls had to pay the price for that screw up that these people did. And it's sad. It's really sad. But that's what happens when you think you're a tough guy and a big boy playing with drugs and trafficking young girls and sex and everything. Who ends up paying the price? The young and the weak and the innocent. And that's what happened out in Delphi. So what do we got? We got an idiot that's putting out false information so he can turn around and try and sue people because he knows no other way. These people know no other way to work a hard day in their lives. Somebody that edited that film and that recording had some kind of movie skills or editing or something to do with production or something. That's the only way they could have edited it. Now, is it possible the police gave the film to somebody to have edited to make it look like it was someone else? Very well possible. Indiana State Police are supposedly taking over the case from Delphi, Indiana Police Department and Lafayette or whatever, them areas. And it very well may be that the Indiana State Police had to take it over because it was FUBAR. So if they're sending demons, let's kill the demons. If they're sending trolls, get rid of the trolls. Whatever they're sending, get rid of it. Whether it be demons, spirits, through the church, whatever. It's a war. There's nothing we can do about it. We didn't create it, and it ain't our war. So we don't care what happens. I would suggest you people keep an eye on your families and your children. So, it's time to shut down America and clean it up. And you got the wrong people in the House and in authority right now, and they will kill everybody before they give their authority up. They will probably try and take out all the United States before they have to give up their power and money. So I say go ahead with it. I don't care. We don't care no more. A lot of people are going to say, oh, you people are quitters. No, we just realize madness when we see it. And what we see is madness. And you got to get rid of the madness before it chokes out this whole country. And these people are mad. Cuckoo nutsos. gangs, different YouTube channels joining up together to try and cover up or create more content that is leading people away from the truth. So that's my opinion on it. You know, so I would say start bringing them people in. We'll start bringing them in around here. Find a place out in the woods. Get a small trailer. Put it out in the middle of the woods, out into nowhere, and start picking these people up and bringing them out there and holding them there until they stop doing this crap. I don't care. Oh, God, it's a little granny. Yeah, sure it is. But that little granny is causing so much havoc within our town and madness. You know, these are women. We don't hit women. That's why they send women, because we don't hit women. So they send these little people, grannies or women, to come do a job that they know he's not going to hit these women. He don't hit women. He wasn't raised that way. No, I wasn't, you know, but I'm sure we can find some women that will do the job and men that will do the job if the government ain't going to do it. You know, it ain't up to the people. These people want a third world country. They want what happens in other countries where people just take laws into their own hands and millions are slaughtered. That's not the way America works. I know a lot of people wish it was that way that are in Congress, Senate, or in the White House or whatever, authority or whatever. But that's not the way it works. If you're not going to do your jobs, then retire, stand down, do whatever, turn your badge in and your uniform and go look for another job. You know, I mean, I agree with Ted Nugent on some things, but some things, no, it's not my job. If I go out and start arresting these people and I'm not a cop, I'm just a citizen, you're going to end up in jail, just like Kyle Rittenhouse. And you're going to be put on trial and you're going to be yada, yada, yada. And it ain't even over for Kyle Rittenhouse yet. He's a hero. Bull crap. Heroes are made in the battlefields. They're made at hospitals. They're doctors. They're everyday people that get up and go to work. They ain't some 15-year-old kid that's watching commotion on TV and decides he's going to be Superman, you know. You know how many people, if that's the case, they'll have millions in the street just slaughtering people for no reason. Well, he looked like he was going to do something bad, so we killed him. Well, that ain't the way the law works. Even Jesus Christ was held by the law. So I'm not buying this crap anymore. I can't believe the police, and that's what it is. They're trying to cover for somebody. They probably feel sorry for the guy. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Yeah, oh well. You know how many people that one guy that is the cause of this mess got, how many innocent people's lives ruined? You know, we're not buying it. Go tell your sad story somewhere else, people. You know, I got a sad story. I've been abused my whole life by this world. You don't see me out there making up lies and story. It was this guy. You know, we got the proof. Here it is. No, it don't add up. That's why I want to see the full video and I want to see the crime scene photos. If we're going to go on hearsay, Ronald McDonald killed the 2 girls. And the hamburger. Now, I'm really getting tired of these games that these people are playing. And it brings me back to World War II with my grandfather and his friends telling me stories how the Nazis used to play games with people, psychological games. And I don't care if you're Navajo Gray. We're getting sick of these mind games and demons and witches and all this crap in this country. Don't play with something you people don't know anything about, because before you know it, you'll have millions dead. And I've said that numerous times, and they just don't want to listen. It ain't no power struggle with me. I can give 2 craps who lives or dies. It's the police playing a power trip. You want to know what we know. I don't give a shit what you people know. You got nothing. One day you will. Yeah, one day we'll all be dead. Who gives a crap then? What about our grandkids and their grandkids, you idiots? Now, I didn't mean to offend any of you people, but we're tired of it. Every single day is somebody new on the Delphi case. It's over with. We got the guy. Yeah, sure you do. We've heard that before. I believe we have a couple of them in prison. That's if the video was not doctored or edited. Who was that video and that recording released to? Who released that video? Who did they give it to be released on social media? Is it the original video, or did someone doctor it up? So we're done with all this crap, you know? I can easily say you owe me $350,000. I want it in cash. But I'm not going to play these games with these people. You know, no check, no, we'll send it. I want it in cash. We can play these games too. I'm not from Indiana, although my family was. I was born in Chicago, Illinois. I ain't got time to play games with you people. No, I come from a place where if you see somebody walking across your yard or in front of your window and they're looking in your house, that's grounds to shoot right through the window and take their head off. We ain't in Kansas. This ain't, well, this is Indiana. We run this town. Bullshit. If you run this town like you say you think you're running it, or these states, it's no wonder you got a killing field in your state. You got a bunch of trafficking, drugs, and cartels running the show. So we're tired of this bull crap. You can't defend yourself. And that's what they're telling us out here, Uncle Ted. Uncle Ted Nugent. That's what they're telling us. You can't defend yourself. You don't have the right to. This is government. This is a private property. You can't do this. You can't do that. Okay, well, then you better buy some security cameras and some security guards to walk around. You better start binding these people that think that this is a church. It's an environment where people live. If they want to go to church, they'll go to church. It's not a place where you take somebody and use them to clean someone else's disgusting sickness and disease and think it's okay. You're going to walk away, but I'm a little old lady. They'll never catch me. Yeah. Well, guess what? They caught you and they're going to do away with you, whether you're 80 years old or not. There is nobody higher than the law. Just as I was apprehended and punished for laws I broke, everyone else will be too. Just as Jesus Christ was brought to the cross by the laws, everybody else will be too. So I don't want to hear this crap anymore. I can give two craps what happens, who it is, or what they did. We already know who it was. We already know what's going on. And we caught these people, authorities, lying and trying to cover shit up. And that's the way it's going. You know, they can call the Indiana Police Department the militia, which they've already did. It was all over the news. If the police need the help, the Indiana militia's there. Well, good, thanks. That's just what we wanted to know. Bring in the heavy shit. We're playing with a bunch of people. Let's make sure we wipe them all out. Don't play games with them. Use their best shit, military grade shit, and just start wiping them out. Sure, Amercom is here. Big deal. Who cares? Is there a cure? No. Who gives a crap? Who cares? Is the country going to suffer and more die? Yeah, but who gives a crap? We're just citizens. We went ahead and we cared, and they told us it was none of our business and yada, yada, yada. So, hey, who gives a crap? It ain't none of our business. That's the way we were raised. Turn your back, you didn't see nothing. You know nothing. You plead the fifth. All right. No more of this giving a crap. They're not one of us. They're not our people. Who gives a crap if they're lying in a ditch, dead or not? You know, we can play this game, but I guarantee you the only people that's going to suffer is us civilians out of this. I think the same people that committed the murders are the one that created this mess and now are trying to say we can solve it. We've solved it. We know who it is and all this. Well, yeah, we've done studies on that. I mean, how many times I have to tell you people, corporations have almost gone down, billion-dollar, quadrillion-dollar corporations from one guy that wanted to be a hero and wanted to raise and created a giant disaster. And luckily, they had government people in at the time at the corporation and found out exactly what was going on. The same guy that was saying he can fix it created the whole mess. The same people that said, don't worry about the nuclear plants in America. They're perfectly safe and secure. Are they really? Our security is top notch. Really? Oh, you can't, there's no way anyone can come in and get our stuff. Yeah, here's your plutonium. What? Yeah, we took this out of your plant. That was so secure. And we didn't have to worry about nothing. Here you go. You want it back? You know, good God. Are you kidding? No, I'm not kidding you. That nuclear plant that was so secure, unbelievable. Our security is unreal. You'll never get in here or nothing. Okay. Yeah, here's your plutonium. Are you kidding? No, we're not kidding you. Here it is. We got right in. That guy back there was sleeping, and well, our boys went right in and took it. So much for that security you people got. So I'm done playing games with this world. You know, it ain't no power trip with me. I can give two craps. I was better when I was stupid and playing music and singing songs and doing movie skits. You know, I can give two craps what happened out there now. You understand? And I'm sure it ain't going to be the last time it happens now, because these people created just a tangle of evil and wars. And I don't think 2022 is going to be anything better than what we already been dealing with. So, like I said, I'm done playing games with these ladies and the people that they're with, or men or whatever. We're done playing with these guys. The proof is in the pudding. So you better get security around here real fast, or people are going to start taking things into their own hands. And we didn't create this mess, and we don't care about it. We really don't care anymore about it. It's become more of a headache to us, and we're going to start wanting hazard pay, and our shoulders are getting pretty dang sore from slaughtering these people. So, you either up the pay or the ship moves and you deal with what you deal with in Indiana. And we'll pull the ship out and adios amigos. We really don't give a crap no more. Every day it's something new. We're done playing games with police. We're done playing games with crime channels. It's a war. What do they want? They made it real, not me. Don't come knocking at my door. The police already said we're not, don't go knocking at his door. He didn't start it. He didn't create it. And they don't want me to finish it. So, do what you guys want. Do whatever. Listen to Uncle Ted. Go out into the streets and take the law into your own hands. Start killing people. Do whatever. I don't care. It has nothing to do with me. I ain't taking the blame with it. And it ain't no power trip with me. I can give two shits if this country burns down to nothing. I mean, I do give a crap, but I ain't going to let it bother me. I ain't going to lose no sleep over it. These people have already caused enough havoc, enough madness. They're so paranoid. I'm asking, are these people on meth? I mean, I've been around drugs and people like, I've only seen this in a crack house or a meth house. Are they that paranoid? Where they pick and choose? You're not allowed to watch my videos. Oh, really? Really? Yeah. Unbelievable. No, I don't care no more. I don't want to care no more. I was better off not caring. If it didn't happen to one of ours or one of our friends or their families or whatever, it ain't none of our business. Don't help them. Don't get involved in it. All right. We were better off staying that way. But yet here we are as citizens with children now and grandkids. We're like, hey, we can't let this happen in our country. This is sick. I mean, we were hellraisers when we were younger, but these people took it to a whole nother level. These are some sick people. We want to help. Nah, it ain't, you're not law enforcement. You're not that. There's not. All right. Well, we don't want to hear it. As the bodies collect higher and higher, the body count higher and higher, and they're like, yeah, you're not authorities. You don't know what you're doing. Okay. All right. If you want, call in. No, people are tired of calling in because they get no answer back. And most of the time, they're labeled as crazies. So nobody's going to help these people. Nobody. Nobody's going to call in and report it because they've done that. And the police blew everything off and said, nah, impossible. The police said it was impossible. They weren't communicating with anybody that day on the phone. But yet now, 5 years later, the police are saying, oh, well, now we believe it was a fake account that they were communicating with on their phones. Well, wait a minute. We got proof that you said you don't believe that they were communicating with anyone else that day on the phone. You know, and now the story's changed. Well, we can do that. We're authority. You know, we can screw up like that. Well, all right. And we can fire you as citizens and take back our country from you idiots. So now I got to get rid of whatever they dropped off here or whatever they did today to me. Now I got to fix that because they just ain't happy until they drive somebody nuts and they kill 400 or 500 people in a blink of an eye. I guess that's what we live in. And they're trying to. Well, I'm police. I'm not. Yeah. We call the police. You got somebody work? No, they don't work for us. Who's telling you that? Well, they're telling us that. Oh, well, you used to be a police officer. Oh, now I see. Back in 1920. Yeah, that's a little bit different than today. Yeah, so we're done with it. Who gives a crap what happened out there? Let this be a lesson to you people. You know? Keep an eye on your kids. And all you women out there that wanted your bad boys, well, you got them now. You wanted your tough guy, your bad boys. Now all these women are flipping out. I don't want this guy. Well, that's what you wanted. You wanted these bad boy killers. You wanted these bad boy killers, these hot looking guys. You got it. And now you women are being used, prostituted, beat, treated like crap, called every name in the book except for a beautiful woman or intelligent. And now you're crying. You know, I get, yeah, well, you should have got out of that relationship years ago, but you don't want anybody that's just an average guy. You want a millionaire or a bad boy that goes out and slaughters 50 people a night or whatever to make $1 so he can buy you a diamond ring and a big house. We're tired of this bull crap. Go whine to somebody else. Don't do it here. We don't have time or room in this country for the crap. Next time you date a guy, if he hits you or wants to beat on you while you're having sex or ask you to have sex with his friends for money or whatever, you're in the wrong relationship, lady. Get out while you can before you end up in some ditch somewhere dead. Tired of hearing the sob stories. You tell them we're at war in our country. Keep your kids at home. Keep an eye on them. And they just let them run wild. They end up getting shot in the streets or kidnapped or whatever. Then they're on TV. Oh my God, how could this happen? We told you people numerous times, it's a war. When your president gets up on TV and says it's a war within our own country, it's a war. Now you people do what you got to do, and we're going to do what we have to do. And what we have to do is not give a shit what happens in this country. We don't get paid enough to do it or care about it. It ain't our business. That's what we were told. Mind your own business, stay out of it, and that's what we're doing. So good luck. Wish you guys good luck. But you're going to find out that you people are being led on a wild goose chase by a bunch of people that think it's hilarious with the videos they make. So As far as I'm concerned, the Delphi case is not solved yet. The Gabby Petito case is not solved yet. The Moab girls is not solved yet. The other girls that came up missing out there by Gabby Petito in Utah is not solved yet. You got a serious problem in this country. It's called, you got a bunch of sick cult, child kidnapping, molester, whatever. Not once, not twice. These people made a living on it. A living on it. So there ain't nothing I can do. If I was in the White House, I would have said clean and sweep every single one of them. And any of you people that have grew up in the military or anything would know clean and sweep means they're going bye-bye. They're leaving this planet. That's what a clean and sweep is. No one lives. Kids, nobody. That's why they call it a clean and sweep operation. If you don't believe me, ask John Kerry. Now, we've had enough playing with your games, people. Make all the videos you want. Call me whatever you want. But I ain't going to put another dime or time into any of these cases because it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. So do what you want, say what you want. It really don't bother me. I've been called every racist name in the book. I'm from Chicago. You grew up that way. We used to joke around on the streets like that. But not so many people like us have a tough skin, you know. I've been called every name in the book. It's a name. That's it. Don't bother me. Mick, Guinea, Jew, Nazi, whatever. It don't bother me. It's a name. Back where I'm from, that was just joking around with your buddies hanging out in the streets or whatever, or harassing or joking or, joking around with your buddies. These people, oh my God, I can't believe you. Yeah, well, I don't know where you're from, but we came from a part of town where, that was just part of life. If you went ahead and complained about it, you were labeled a sissy. So that's what they're doing. So I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, like I said, it ain't a power struggle with me. I'm getting sick of it. It ain't worth it. These people are using us for evil stuff. And it's time they start paying the piper. So, like I said to these guys on these channels, make sure you got your story straight. Some of these guys are asking for help. Please help us. There ain't no help for these people. They created this crap. Let them wallow in their own crap that they use. This whole war between Anthony Greeno and Sean Harmon or whatever, Sean Harmon saying Greeno used him. I don't give a crap who used who. They brought me in to evaluate a case and profile it. I did. And I got attacked for it. No, I ain't police. I ain't government. I ain't nothing. You couldn't pay me enough. We'd start maybe at 50 million for me to even think about getting up early in the morning to come in and deal with this bull crap. And if I do get the job, you're not going to question me. Oh, do we really have to do that? That's what we are doing. And if they don't like it, leave the country. But we are not going to allow our children and our families that built this country to be slaughtered and pushed aside. So you people do what you want, but you're lucky I'm not in there, because I ain't getting out of bed unless it's for 50 mil a year. And when I tell someone to do something, do it. There is no repercussions. Oh, we're going to go to jail. No, they're not. We are the law now. Do the job that we're paying you to do, and you ain't going to be picked up. Well, the police are coming. What police? The police that created this whole mess? Don't worry about them. One at a time, they're going. So it's everything that they created. They're lucky I'm not calling the shots. That's all I got to say. You know, they even brought up that it could have been a rap music thing out there. I didn't bring that up. That was other videos that were put out there. It could have been somebody working for somebody in music or movies or something like that. Oh, well, if it is, this will teach you. Don't monkey with the rap shit. That's the brothers shit. Always was, always will be. They don't tell us how to run rock and roll, and we don't tell them how to run rap. They created it, not us. So it ain't our business. And that's why I keep trying to tell these people, you don't want to go into the rap. That we can't control that. That's a whole or another organization, a whole nother business. That's why we don't have these kind of problems in rock and roll and country. You know, small wars breaking out. Well, we don't have that problem in rock and roll. You know. No, like I said, I didn't create this mess. It has nothing to do with me. And it ain't no power trip with me. The only people it's a power trip with is the police. When the sheriff gets on there, you want to know what we know. Yeah, we did, because we wanted to help solve the case. We got kids and grandkids and family and friends, you know. But now when they say it, you want to know what we know. Who gives a shit? And don't worry, one day you will. Well, by then, we'll all be dead. So who gives a crap? I ain't going to waste another time or another minute on it. For one, Anthony's shots has been on the radar for a long time, since 12 days after the girls were killed. So if it was him and they didn't say anything about it, that's their own fault, not ours. We're citizens. We ain't police. We don't have the information they have. So it's not our fault. And don't let them act or make it seem like it's our fault as being YouTubers and wanting to do good and help solve the case, when most of us were being led on a wild goose chase by certain channels that thought it was a big joke. So I don't care what comes out of it. It has nothing to do with me. I don't know about it. I wasn't involved in it. I don't know. People ask me, what happened? I have no idea. I wasn't there. So I don't know how the girls died. They didn't release that information. There's rumors going around that they were chopped up, mutilated, left in sexual positions. The killer left his calling card or signature. You know, are you crazy? What do you mean, you killer? What are we dealing with? I'm telling you what we're dealing with. Charges against the Indiana Police Department and state for not releasing information when they should have, and they caused a lot of havoc And they let these YouTubers that made these videos, it's this guy, it's that guy, it's this guy, it's that guy. Okay, let's go after these guys, and then we do the search, and it was a bunch of lies. So we're not putting up with their crap no more. And that's exactly what it is a bunch of crap that they've been pumping out. I'm glad they found that African American girl down there in Florida. And they say we don't care about. Oh, well, if this was a black girl, you would never. That was the fastest case solved, and she was a beautiful African American woman, and he killed her, dumped her 50 feet away from her house. Supposedly, we don't know that yet. Who knows? Someone else could have killed her, dumped her there to make it look like he did it. We don't know. Let them finish the case before there's videos out. This is the guy, he did it. They got him there, his blood and everything. All right, well, then that's the guy that did it. Thank God they found her. But yet they'll claim that we don't care about African American beautiful ladies. And she was beautiful. We care about all colors. Why? Because I was raised in a family that went to war with people that were all colors. I grew up around people that were war friends of my families that were all different colors. We didn't see race. We joked around about it. They joked with each other and gave each other crap or whatever and joked around. But when that shit got deep, they knew that they didn't see colors. They were brothers in war and brothers out of war. So you people, good luck on your whatever you people are doing. But I can guarantee you this much, whatever you people are up to is no good if you keep putting out videos that are trying to send people in different directions or trying to throw the case off or whatever. And some of these women are very good at their jobs of these kind of crime cases, and some of them are new at it, and they got nothing to do, so they want to create a crime channel. I say go for it, ladies. Some of your channels are incredible. They do everything their own. They do all their own editing. They do all their own investigating or whatever, or looking stuff up on the internet all day, and they pay attention to the crimes and the cases. And some of these girls and men's channels are very good, but the rest of them, it's like a joke to them. Did Sean Harmon come on my channel? Yes. Why, I was on a live chat. Yes. Did Anthony Greeno come on my channel while I was live? Yes. Did he message me on Facebook Messenger? Yes. I have nothing to hide. I'm not the one that's being investigated. So is it true they were on my channel? Yes. When I was doing a Delphi case video, yes. I have nothing to hide. I don't have no beef with them. So, do I know them personally? No, I've never met these dudes in my life. And as much commotion that wraps around their lives, I don't want to hang out with these people. I don't want to know them. If the only thing is commotion and madness, I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm the one with the disability. I'm the one that's getting made fun of. Well, you're stupid. Yeah, maybe so. But see, I was brought up on the streets. And where I'm from, just calling me stupid, get your face beat in. That's just the way it is. I had a disability and family with disability. We were little people. We didn't take kindly to people calling us names. So we did what we knew how to do. Scrap. Throw fist. Do whatever you got to do to get the job done. So, I can go back 30 years ago. Thank God I'm not in my 20s or 30s, because the first thing when someone would have called me stupid or an idiot, they would have been seeing me, and it wouldn't have been a very good thing. I'll tell you that. I'm a little dude, but I was very good at making you know that you got in a fight with a little guy that you thought you were going to mess up. But when you got home, you were putting ice packs on your head and you were soaking your balls or whatever it was, from me grabbing them and kicking them or whatever. Am I a tough guy? No. But I have seen a lot of crazy stuff being out on the streets and hanging around certain people that were fighters. Real fighters, not not talkers, real guys that would load up and hit you full straight in the face, full blast. I don't know if you people have ever seen a face explode in front of you from a punch, but I have. And it ain't pretty. And it don't feel good. I'll tell you that much. So, yeah, I'm done with all this bull crap, gang bullshit, YouTube, crime scene channels, all gang, everything. They're all a gang. It's like a big group. They all join forces to try and take out the little guy, the little viewer, the one that they say, well, you don't belong here, you don't belong there. And I say my family served, protected, and bled and went nuts for this country. I deserve every single thing they fought for. My freedom, my money, my land, my children, my grandchildren. I deserve everything that I worked for and didn't steal or sell drugs or weapons or kidnap people to make $1. I should be a millionaire just from God saying, this guy's never done what he had to do to feed his family. No, I'm not going to go out and slaughter, kill, rape, and kill people with bad drugs that'll kill them in one time, or sell weapons or do anything to make $1. I never had to do it, and I refuse to do it. And a lot of people are pissed. You people want to know the truth? Do I know how to cook cocaine? Yes. Very good. Could I make a lot of money? Have I been offered a lot of money? Yes. And I refused it because I refused to do it. Now, if you want to do drugs, I got no problems with that. But you people keep thinking the stupid, the ones that don't know nothing, that have disabilities, ain't smart. Well, there was a time where I was smart. And there was a time I knew how to do things, and I did it very well. And that was a long time ago, and I'm done with it. And I ain't going back, and I don't want it. People keep asking me, do you want a drink? Let's go out and have a drink. You haven't drank it? No, I don't want a drink. We'll give you a meal. You want to cook some cocaine? No, I don't want to cook any cocaine. I don't want to make anything for these people anymore. I don't want to do nothing but live in peace and be with my family and get little pictures from my grandkids and phone calls from my son and little drawings from my nephews and nieces to put on my refrigerator. And I want you all to leave me alone. I'm not a hired hitman no more, or I don't cook certain things anymore for the government. And they're pissed, and I'm not going to fold. You want me to come off of this couch out of retirement to write movies or act or do anything, you're going to pay me up front first. None of this bullshit before. Don't worry, the money will be there. Yeah. 50 million later. So I'm done playing games with these people. And once again, I keep telling them, Don't mess with people that you have no idea what they can do. Don't mess with anybody that you have no idea what capabilities they can make, what weaponry, what chemistry, what anything. And they just think it's a joke. And then you got people dead everywhere, and they're like, what the F is going on? Told you guys, don't mess with them dudes. Don't mess with them dudes. Them ain't dudes that are going to say they're going to shoot you in the head. Them are the dudes that are going to knock on your door. You answer it, hello, what can I help you with something? And doof, silencer, and you're on the ground, dead. The world has become a movie, which movies have always been real. Now I'm done with this Delphi case. It's pretty much solved. It's been solved. They already know. Some of the guys are in prison already. Now they're wondering, well, these guys had nothing to do with it. Okay, then come out and say, we believe that the photo, a bridge guy in the video was doctored up and it wasn't really who it was. Now they're making videos. We're looking for this guy, but it's really not the guy we're looking for in the photo. Okay, here we go. We're playing games with another authority that wants to play games like they did with the Zodiac killer. And the next thing you know, you got bodies popping up everywhere dead. You know, we're looking for this guy in this photo, but he's not the guy we're really looking for. We're looking for somebody that used this photo to, okay, well, that's what you got to say. And not, you know, they come out with this stupid idiots. We're looking, you know, all they have to do is come out and say, wait, this is a guy on a fake account. This really is not the guy that did the killings, but his photo was used as a lure to bring them in. So they should just throw that video away and just use the name. They should have never even showed that guy's photo. If he had nothing to do with it and they knew that his photo was stolen or used, they shouldn't even have showed that guy's photo. Now you probably got guys looking all over for a model, a dude that's a model that has nothing to do with this shit. And that's how innocent people die. Boy, they just opened a can of worms. And it's like, there ain't no, the more they open it, the more it gets worse for the authorities, not anybody else. For the authorities. So this is just getting better each day. What's going to happen? Well, I imagine there's going to be more people popping up dead. That's my go at it. They can't get a handle on nothing. Now we're dealing with Amercom and another form of COVID that is mutated, or who knows what these people did. Put another gene in it, or a spike, or a couple proteins. Who knows what they did to it. But that's what we're dealing with. And we're really done with it. Come talk to me when the police release all the information on the case and all the evidence they have. Then come talk to me. Other than this, I don't want nothing to do with it. You couldn't pay me enough. You couldn't pay me enough. My opinion, the voice I'm hearing on the recording is Brian Chadwell, one of them. Whether that video was doctored up or edited to make it sound like it, I don't know. But Chadwell ain't getting out of jail anyways for the crime he committed after, supposedly, the Delphi killings. So, you know, it's a catch-22. Now, if I was Chadwell, I would work with the police to try and cut a deal. You know, that's what I would do if I was Brian Chadwell. I'd cut a deal with him. Hey, you let us know exactly what's going on, and you know we'll keep you out of general population so you don't get butt plugged every single day or shanked every day by somebody, and you know we'll work with you. But if I was in the predicament some of these guys are going to be in, I would be cooperating. You know, I don't know. No, don't get me wrong. They're not going to walk away free from it. It's not going to be like a mafia boss that cuts a deal with the feds and walks away with no time or nothing like that and is out free or anything. Uh, mafia bosses usually don't uh, kidnap and rape little tiny girls. So that's why mafia guys get deals cut like that, is because they're not killing little tiny children or whatever. I don't know. But anyways, there you go. I'm done with it. I'm gonna watch some more crime channels. And I do have to say, I know I'm not trying to offend anybody. I subscribe to a lot of crime channels, a lot of music channels, a lot of outdoor channels. And some of these dudes have great channels, and some of these women are great at what they do. And they're more talented than what they know. And they're more beautiful than what they were led to believe. No, they're not movie stars. No, they're not GQ pinup girls or whatever. But you know what? They're talented and they have beauty in their own ways. And most of them are very sexy, and they don't know it. And all we try and do is lift these women up, not stalk them, not be predators, to be nice and lift them up and give them something to believe in. And we get shot down for it. Oh, this sicko saying you're beautiful, or this sicko's stalking you or whatever. No, I ain't got time to stalk you women. I ain't got time to. I wasn't raised to be a stalker. Either you like me or you don't. Go on your way. If you don't want me watching your channels, when I come into your chat, say, please leave my chat. I don't want you watching my channel no more. And I'm out of there. And I'll unsubscribe and I won't watch their channels. Mia Sounds has a great mind. Mia Sounds? Who's Mia Sounds? Oh, you mean the girl that plays guitar? Yeah, she's a good guitar player. But she's only 19. So, too young for me. Yeah, she's beautiful. And she's very talented. But, you know, that's another thing. They're looking for predators. Well, we're looking for people that are being sexy and hot on YouTube. We turned it around. Now we're looking for these people that are promoting the sex and the sexiness. And now we're the ones sitting there saying, you people are predators. You're preying on my sexuality and want me to comment on your uh, YouTube video that you're very beautiful or whatever. Well, now we switched it. We're looking for the people that are the ones creating this mess. Now they have become the stalkers. They have become the predators. Let's see if they like it. Let's see if they like it. I don't know. We're not letting this country go that easy. I know a lot of them thought this is going to be easy. They'll just roll over and let us take it. No, we're not. The proof is in the pudding. We're not letting anyone take anything that we deserve, we earned. We didn't go out and steal, rape, pillage, kill, and do bad things to make a dollar. We went out and worked with our hands. Sure, I've been watching how to do bad things in case I got to go out and make money because I'm broke down. I'm 50 something years old now. You know, I only know one way to make money, and that's with my hands, a trade, go out and earn it. You know, so now I'm watching stuff on YouTube just in case I got to become a bad guy to get a woman, because that's all these women want, money. And how bad is your guy? Well, now they're all screaming, my God, I can't believe it. Well, that's what you wanted. You signed up for the big house, the bad boy, all the death. You don't care how they get that money, as long as you get that big diamond ring or that big $1 million home. What happened to morals, where our grandparents had nothing, but they were happy because they were together? And they didn't have a lot of money, but they were happy because the family was okay. And they might have had a little home and a little piece of property, and they were happy. It's not about money. But these people, well, it's all about the money. So I don't know. But anyways, like I said, I'm done with it. Who gives a crap? Come talk to me when they're ready to release all the proof and all the crime scene photos and the DNA that they had. Remember that whole DNA thing they said they had on the Delphi kit? Well, we got DNA. Oh, you do? Well, then it should be no problem. And you should have went ahead and tested these guys that you already had in custody for a while. And you shouldn't have let this go on and on and on and on. You should have came out and said, we are looking for a group of people, a ring, a gang, an organization that is killing, stealing, raping, selling pornographic children stuff. Right off the bat, there's many of them involved. All right, let's get together and find them. We'll call you guys when we find them. You know, we're not going to make up stories or make up or send them on. And that's what I think really happened. Is it was a sting that went bad, and some people probably found out about it and retaliated it against it. That's what I'm thinking, and it backfired in everyone's face. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm 6 hours away from Delphi. I don't want to go nowhere near Delphi. They keep asking, you want to go down to the bridge and check out? No, I don't want to be anywhere where two beautiful young ladies lost their lives in a madness of terror. Why would they? I don't even go to where my buddies lost their lives. You think I want to remember the last place where my buddy left this earth, or a woman that I loved left this earth? No, I don't. I'll go to the graveyard before I go to the place where they left this earth, thinking, well, their spirit's still there. Well, yeah, if you read the Bible, you're not supposed to talk to them. We'll see them in heaven. Remember them for what they are, what they were, the times that you had. You don't go to the place where they lost their lives in horror. And I don't know what it is with America, but it is the biggest country that gets a kick out of going to these places where they've lost life. We got to go there. Check this out. Two girls were slaughtered there. No, no thanks. I'll Google map it and check it out from here. No thanks. I don't get into that kind of stuff. Sorry. It's pointless to me. It's just pointless. It's just pointless. Why do I want to go out there? And let's just say I do go out there. then there's a chance where, well, now maybe you run into their spirit. Now, why would I want this young lady in horror, her spirit around me or coming into me or anything, and feeling the pain that they felt? Why would I want? I mean, what is wrong with this country? I have no idea. Everybody deals with death a different way. I choose not to deal with death that way. I'm not going to go to the place where they died or burned up or were slaughtered or raped and killed or shot or killed themselves. No, I'll look at an old photo. I'll go to the graveyard and look at them and pray for them or whatever. But I ain't going to the place where madness and evil was. And I don't know what these people did. They turned the bridge, which I want that bridge taken out. It's become too dangerous in Delphi, and I'm letting the authorities know I want the bridge taken out. It is no place to be worshiping. It's no place to be having people come out there. It's very dangerous. The Delphi Maroon Bridge or whatever it's called is very dangerous. And what these people are doing is luring people out there to walk across the bridge. Well, I want the bridge taken out. Okay, it's no place for young kids to be walking on. And if you're going to keep it and keep your little thing down there for everyone to go visit, then you put plywood on the tracks so people can walk, and you encage it so we don't have people jumping off of it or accidents happening. It is too dangerous for children to be out there. What is wrong with you people? I'm the one with the disability and the brain damage, and I'm more smarter than you people. I want the bridge taken down. Simple as that. You want to turn it into something else? Go ahead. But it's too dangerous for you people to be luring more children out there. Let's walk across the bridge and everything. It's falling apart. It is not a historic landmark. It is a train bridge that they demoed and got rid of the tracks. It's an old train track. Get rid of the bridge, or we're going to have to send people out there to make sure nobody crosses the bridge. Because you people out there making these videos and telling people we're having a gathering out there, you got little kids going out there walking across a bridge that is 80 feet in the air. And if I hear one more video that it was the Masons that killed the little girls, the Masons kill people a certain way. They would have left a message. There would have been 2 bricks or a compass in the front pockets with a message tied to the girls saying, this is what happens when you mess with the Masons. It's a proven fact. That's the way they operate. You know how many cases I've seen where they've hung people from a light post with 2 bricks in his front pocket or tied to his waist, dangling on the side of him. And that is a sign that guy messed with the Masons, or it was a serial, or it was a copycat killer and making it look like it was the Masons. But I'm done with it. I think I'm dealing with a whole Manson clan. You know, Manson was from Indiana. That's where he started his happy little journey of madness, was down south there in Indiana. His name wasn't even Charlie Manson at that time. It was Maddox or Maddox or whatever. So, you know, I'm not dealing with these people. And that's what I think we're dealing with, is a bunch of church cult Manson cuckoos. I don't know. I don't know. I got to get off this thing, YouTube crap. It's turned into a drug. Anything is a drug anymore. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Is there anyone out there even listening? I don't even know if anybody's listening. I think I just got people coming in going, look at this idiot. And it don't bother me because that's the way I was raised, to have a sense of humor. No, look at this moron. That's right, I am. But I'm no idiot. You know? And I'll tell you another thing. Don't go out into them neighborhoods in Chicago that you know are bad. That was the first thing that the African Americans taught me when I was growing up in the city. Don't you go into that part of town. And if you do, you let them know you know this person. And they weren't joking. Capri Green, people think that was a joke. Oh no, I lived out there. That was real. Capri Green was real, and they did not play games out there. I'll tell you that much. That was the brothers' place. When you went there, you respected it, or you didn't come home. See, out there in Chicago, there used to be a trailer yard where they drop off semi-trailers out there. And when I was a humper, that's what they called them back then. Well, you went out there and you had to get the trailers from the yard, and the yard was right by Capri Green. And that was no joke. Them boys out there in Capri Green, they didn't play games. They'd hit whole trailers of semis and shit. They'd cut a hole right in the side of the semi. You'd go to the yard to pick up a semi, and there'd be a hole in the side of the semi. In the trailer. What the hell happened? They just cut a hole through that whole semi and took everything out of it. How'd they get in? They cut a hole right through the fence. These guys are good. Oh, they were good. Oh yeah, the Sharon Tate house. Well, that was the Manson killing. That was actually a mistake. You guys know that? Do you know that Charlie Manson had a problem with a guy that used to live in that house? You know who used to live in that house? I think one of the Beach Boys. Here's the story, and I'm telling you, this is how it happened. Charlie Manson had a problem with a guy that used to live in that house. The guy moved from that house. Sharon Tate and her husband, who was a movie guy, a big movie guy, moved into that house. Well, Charlie Manson did not know that the guy that he had a problem with moved out of the house. So Charlie went to go look for some money that was owed to him because he thought that his song was stolen by one of the guys. So Charlie sent his boys and his girls to go to that house and talk to the guy. But when they got there, they finally realized that the guy wasn't there and he no longer lived in that house, that they sold the house to Sharon Tate and her husband, Meyer Lansky or something, or some movie guy. And that's how them killings happened. And once they found out that the guy didn't even live there, they were like, are you kidding me? No, the guy didn't even live there. They killed the wrong people. And that's the story. He sent the people back to the house that he was at years ago, years before Sharon Tate and her husband moved in there. And he remembered that house as being the last place where the guy lived. So he sent people there to kill the guy. And the guy wasn't even there. And once they found out, they killed the people anyways because they were already killed one of them. And then they found out that guy moved. We bought the house. We don't even know who you're talking about. But they had to kill the people, supposedly, from what the documentaries that I've watched, because they already killed a couple people and they were already in it. So, man, a case of misidentification. And they had nothing to do with Charlie Manson, didn't even know Charlie Manson. And we're at the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm dumb, but I ain't that dumb. So there you guys go. Have a great night. Like I said, the police, we wanted to help, but we can't. It's so far gone. The case is so far gone. It's been turned into such a laughing stock. Every day there's a new suspect. And then the police come out and say, no, we have no proof that these people are even part of the Delphi killings. But yet these people on YouTube are making videos. We solved it. Today is the day. We've got the guy. We believe this is the guy. Well, no, not until the police come out and say that is the guy, and this is the evidence, and this is the DNA, and yada, yada, yada. For all we know, it was a setup. They could have went to that guy's house, got DNA, and planted it at the killing. We don't know. And that's another thing. We got to start coming up with a new way. DNA is good, but there's ways around it. And these people are starting to figure it out. There's a difference between contact DNA and real life DNA evidence. Either spit, hair, semen, skin, a fingerprint. If you don't have that and it's just touch DNA, meaning someone came up and touched you or whatever, it's touch DNA. It's useless in court. It could be anyone's DNA. Anyone could have came up and said, how you doing? And patted you on the back and left DNA. Next thing you know, you got people breaking down your doors. You're a murderer. What are you talking about? We got DNA of you we got your DNA on this. Yeah, well, I know the person and I patted him on the back or shook his hand. We got to start. I'm telling you, if you want to be the best country, you got to start acting like the best. These other countries are blowing us away. China, Japan, they're shutting down their whole country. Nobody in. We don't, we're from here that we don't have nobody is in until they get a handle on it. And they're doing the right thing. Hey, listen, if I was in charge of millions of people and children, you bet your butt I'd be shutting down the borders. I'd have CRAM. I'd have CRAM machines on our borders. No, there ain't no one coming in. Sorry, boys. I'd have Blackhawks and everything flying around. I'd have A-71 Warthogs and A-71 Blackbirds, and I'd have it all flying around. No, nobody's coming in. M1 tanks. No, nobody's coming in. We got people that we're in charge of. Their lives depend on us. This country depends on it. Children, no one's coming in. You want to come in, take your chances with that CRAM machine. Good luck. Good luck getting into this country. So do I blame the other countries for shutting completely down? Nobody in. Nobody's coming into them countries. Even if you're from the United States, they said nobody. We are shutting the borders to everybody. We are now not allowing anybody into our country at all. I can't say, hey, they're doing bad. No, they're in charge of millions of people. If you got a country that's full of sick of millions of people, You got no country. You got nothing. So no, I'm not going to blame them at all. I'm giving them a thumbs up for thinking of their people and their children. And they might have even created it, this whole mess. But they're doing what we should be doing. We're shutting everything down. We don't have to shut down internally, but externally, nobody in. That's it. We'll see how it goes in 6 months. Then we might open up the borders. But for now, it's shut tighter than my butthole. No one's getting in. And I know a lot of you people are going to say, "Oh my God, you're evil." No, I'm in charge of millions of people and millions of children. And I'm not going to let this country burn, or the citizens that created it and built it with their own hands. I'm not going to let it go down that easy. We're shutting the borders. No one is coming into this country. And that's it. You want to leave, go ahead. But you ain't coming back. You ain't getting back in once you leave. Until we get COVID, Karami Rami, Amakabi, Kubi, whatever it's called, handled, and we get this country back in line. Military, be on 27 roll call. Don't blink. We are at DEFCON 1 or whatever they want to call it. Which that reminds me, there's a good movie coming on this week, I think, War Games. The same guy that played Ferris Bueller. I like that guy. He's a great actor. Get him. We need another Ferris Bueller. Let's screw it. We need another War Games. That was a great movie. And that girl that played in it, boy, she was beautiful too. She was hot. Well, now she's a lady. That movie came out when I was a teenager, I think, or in my 20s. Well, great movie. But the world is becoming a movie. So I don't know. But you guys have a great night. I'm done. This is a 2 hour and 12 minute. And I got to watch some YouTube channels. You know, when you sub to 100 channels or 80 channels or whatever, you got to go watch these things. I mean, it's getting unreal. It should be an automatic thing where if I sub to it, every video they put out gets a thumbs up. And then I don't have to go to all these channels and and give thumbs up on them all the time. You know, it's 80 of them. I'm like, oh my God. I had more than that, but I had to get rid of some of them. It's too many videos for me to be watching during the day and at night. You know, uh-oh, we got problems. Someone's trying to hack into the old computer. I got to shut down. HP has stopped. We got a problem with, oh boy. All right. I got to check my email. I bet you someone tried hacking into me. You guys have a great day. Be safe. Keep an eye on your kids. Good God, I wish it was the 50s. I wish it was like when I was growing up, where you can go in your backyard or front yard and play. But it's not like that no more, people. These people come to our country just so they can find an opportunity to steal our kids and use them to get into the country. Oh, this is my kid. Yeah, that's a little white boy. I know, this is my kid. Where's the mother? Oh, she died many years ago. Yeah, no, we're not buying it. They're coming here to kidnap our kids and then call us and want money for them. I have your kid. What do you mean you have my kid? I just saw my kid out in the backyard. I know. I have him. Send millions of dollars. Oh my God, are you kidding me? No. That's what I mean, come on. I don't know. I think I might run for president. I ain't got nothing else to do. Might as well. When I do, I'll call all the big guys, the ex-presidents. I need your help. Get a hold of Bushy. Where's he at? He's out in Texas somewhere. He's got a whole bunch of land and all kinds of cattle. Get a hold of him. Bring out, we need some soul in this thing. Get a hold of Barack. We need some crazy people. Well, get a hold of them Clintons. You want nuts? We'll give it you. You know. I don't know. I'm just joking around, people. It's called humor. It's called comedy. I don't know. Yeah, keep it. Leave it up to Bendejo to tell me to keep an eye on my kids. Well, I mean, at least the ones you know of, Johnny. We don't have to worry, Bendejo. You know why? Because I wasn't a player. When I dated a girl, I was with that girl for years. I only dated 6 or 7 girls my whole life. One of them I asked, or 2 of them I asked to get married, but I never got married. So I never was a player, so I don't have a lot of kids. Now I have friends that have passed away and their kids are alive. And, sometimes you worry about them. I haven't seen them kids since they were teenagers. Now they're grown adults, but you always call back home, how's this person doing? How their kids doing? How, just trying to help, just trying to look out. So any of you kids out there that grew up with me and now you're adults, and at one time you knew me from coming over and hanging out with your parents all the time, please be safe. Please. If you left home in Chicago and you live in another state, please be safe. I can't keep track of all these kids. I can't keep track of nothing anymore. So, for the last time, was I a drug dealer? Nope. Was I a gun dealer? Nope. Was I in any gangs or mobs? No, never. I worked for a living. That's how I made my money. And with my mind. Humor, funny, acting, whatever. Mainly working. Hard labor jobs. And now I'm broke down and can't do it no more. I wish I could, because I loved building homes. I loved concrete. I loved watching guys work on the roads. I loved everything I did. Landscaping, drywall, electric, custom homes. I loved it. You were with your friends, but yet you're workers. You joke around, have a good time at work, got the work done, and also had a good time. And you learn something every day in a trade, and listen to what these people tell you, especially in electric work. If you're an electrician, if the guy says, don't touch that's 240 volts, it'll knock you right on your ass. If not, light you up like a Christmas tree, actually light you on fire. We've seen that happen a couple times. Listen to what your boss tells you. He'll keep you alive and he'll keep you safe, especially when it comes to electricity. No, I got things to do, I think. I don't know. I got to take a dump. I know that much. And that's about it. Bendejo, thanks for stopping in. And Bella, the beautiful Bella, which she came in and she split. Them kind of women, that beautiful, you always want them to hang around. You always want them to hang around. The beautiful Bella. I was sitting there one night talking. Hey, Bella, how you doing? Didn't think anything of it. Even asked her, "Are you a man or a woman?" She, no, I'm a woman. All right. Well, I can't see that little dot. I can't see them little dots that are in the chat. or the photos that are with it. And one night I was sitting here and I'm like, is that a man or a woman? She's like, no, I'm a woman. I'm like, oh, thank God, because I didn't want to start talking to you like you were a man and you be a woman, you know? So I got up and put my glasses on and looked, and I was like, meow. You know, Bella is beautiful. Wow. But anyways, I know what you're going to say. Oh, behave, Johnny. I know. I'm trying to behave. This is what happens when you don't have a woman in your life. I'm so used to a woman saying, behave yourself. Don't do that. Well, now I have no woman, so there is no one to tell me I can't do something. That's what you women were made for, to keep us in line. Now I'm walking around beating people in the head with clubs. Tell me I don't have a woman. I don't have a woman no more. So nobody tells me what to do. Well, that's what women were designed to do. Keep us idiots in line. I don't know. I probably lost 40 or 50 subscribers right now, but I don't care. You know, these people are so wrapped up into this YouTube views and all this and that. You know, they want to be a movie star. Little do they know we can make a movie without even anybody, and we can put it in the Can Films thing and probably make money. I keep telling them, let's get together and write a movie. You know, some of these women, I was telling them, you might as well get a girl band going. You make a lot of money. You don't even have to be known and sign a record deal. You can make money and just be your own bosses. We can make a movie without even the movie company knowing about it. And of course, they're going to call us and want a piece of it. I know that right away. They're already calling. But there's ways around it where we don't have to have anybody tell us what to do. We can write a whole script, a whole movie. We can shoot it with just regular cameras, edit it, and put it out into the Can Films Awards. Next thing you know, there we are on this year's Can Films. Johnny Kramer and his Mala Rouge movie, where I got all these YouTube ladies sitting on there singing Ama Chuka Machu Seswa, or whatever it is. I don't know. I just watched that video the other day of Pink and Christina Aguilera and the other women that were in that. Meow. Wow. I was like, good God, ladies. I would love to stay at that, what was it called? Moulin Rouge Hotel or whatever. Wow. I don't know. I probably shouldn't be saying that about these beautiful singing women. Their husbands will probably have me caps put in my ass or something. You know, you can't even say Pink is beautiful anymore. I was like, man, Pink has really come a long way. Really, really turned into something. Meow. But then again, you got all their husbands and everything. You kill him. What? Yeah, here's 20 grand. You go kill him. Oh, good God. All I said was she was beautiful. That's what we're dealing with today in this country. Madness. Who's got the biggest cojones? You know? No, I don't have big cojones, but I do know crazy. Don't take too much of crazy to where these people are going, this guy's poor. What? How did he do? What? How? Yeah, that's what they said about Hitler. It's impossible. He can't invade France, or there's no way he'll take Europe. Or how could he? There's no way he can hit England or London or anything. But there he went, terrorizing the whole world. So I don't know. But anyways, you guys have a great night. I don't know what they did to me today. I have no idea. All I know is I drank all that Manoglia wine. And all I kept saying was, Mo, Mo, Mo. Now I'm at home doing 9 to 5. I'm telling you, if I can find a bunch of girls that'll dress up like that and sing that song, we'll make millions. Just joking. All right, folks, have a great night. Be safe. I got to go. I got YouTube channels to watch.